Hey, what's up, Loopers? This is Matt McCoy. I'm the founder of loopcommunity.com. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Looptimus Mini to use spontaneous band cues as your worship set's going along. So let's just say that in your song, you're actually wanting to maybe give your band a cue, like bring it up, or tag, or bring it down. Or maybe you want to send out a cue that's letting everybody know what chord you're going to end the song on. 1 to end on the 1 chord, or 4 to end on the 4 chord. Well, that's a cool thing you could do with the Looptimus Mini. So I've got the Looptimus Mini plugged into Ableton Live. And what I'm going to do is I have a set here of 3 songs. I'm going to go ahead and delete these extra scenes because I don't need those. I have 3 songs in my set, all right? And, you know, they're just normal multi-tracks, right? So when I hit play, it's going to just play a click, and it's going to play, you know, my cue track that just lets us know where in the song we are. But let's just say that during the song, I actually want to send out a spontaneous cue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my tracks here. I'm going to go to Create and Insert Audio Track. All right, I'm going to go and just drag this over to the left-hand side, and I'm going to rename this track, and I'm going to call it Spontaneous Cues. I'm going to right-click, I'm going to make it red. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and put all of my spontaneous cues. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my samples over in here in my live library. And if you go to the loopcommunity.com/shop, you can download our band cue pack. It's like $4.99 and you get a bunch of band cues in there. So there's a bunch of band cues that I have, you know, 1, 2, if I search, let's just say I want to bring one in that says Build It Up. I'm going to search Build It Up.
Build It Up.
Cool. And this comes within the Loop Community band cue pack. I'm going to just click and drag. I'm going to bring this, I'm not going to bring it here, because notice if I drop it here and hit play,
Build It Up,
it's going to say Build It Up. That's not good, right? So instead, I'm going to bring this down to beneath all of my songs. So Build It Up's here. Let's just say I want another one, and it's going to be Tag. So I'm going to search Tag.
Tag.
Let's go ahead and just drag in Tag. And then let's make the other one, maybe I want the band to come in, so I'm going to search Band.
Band. Full band. Band.
I kind of like Band, all right? So now I've got Build It Up, Tag, and Band. Now these could have been any ones I want. We have other cues that say Worship Leader or Vocalist, whatever. So now I'm going to assign these buttons to trigger those different spontaneous cues. Now first, before I do that, I want to make sure I set these cues up correctly. I'm going to double click on them. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the launch box here. I'm going to make sure I change the launch mode to toggle. All right? This is going to let me toggle on and off that cue very quickly. All right? The other thing I'm going to change on all 3 of these is I'm going to change the quantization to be none. Right now it's on global, which means that if I pressed it, it's going to follow the global quantization, which is currently set at 1 bar. So that means that if I pressed it right now, it would take 1 bar until it actually said the cue. I'm actually going to set this to none so that it's ignoring any sort of quantization. Basically, it means now that when I launch these cues, it's going to say them right away. All right, so now that I've set those clips up, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and map those individual spontaneous cues to the buttons on my Looptimus Mini. It's really simple. I'm just going to plug in the Mini, and I'm going to click on MIDI, and now I'm going to map these 3 buttons to those cues. I'm going to click on Build It Up. I'm going to make it this button. And then Tag is going to be this button. And Band is going to be this button. I'm going to leave MIDI mapping mode. And now I'm going to go ahead and just, maybe I'm going to play, let's just go ahead and play the song.
1, 2, 3,
and
4.
the song is playing right. Now, anytime I want, while the song is playing, I can go and launch those spontaneous cues.
Build It Up.
I could say Build It Up, Tag,
Band,
or Band.
Build It Up.
So you can kind of use then the Mini as a way to kind of direct and guide your band outside of the multi-track.
Build It Up.
Cool, right? I personally also really like to use these to signal what chord we're going to be ending the song on. So I would maybe put like 1.
1.
Like 1 right there. And then I would also add 4.
4. 2.
All right. So then my band, I can just say 1, and then everybody knows that we're ending the song on the 1 chord. So that's a great way to do spontaneous cues with the Looptimus Mini, all in Ableton Live. Have fun.